Welcome back to Workout Wisconsin in Green Bay. I'm your host, Reggie Davis. Right now, it's time to get into the medical part of the show. And right now, we're out at Paramount Performance in Green Bay. And right now, we're joined by Brian Schwepke. How are you doing today, Brian?
Doing great.
So you are the owner of this business. What is Paramount Performance?
Well, Paramount, it's a physical therapy practice, but I mean, that kind of doesn't really do it justice. Really, it's physical therapy. It's a little bit of personal training with physical therapy kind of extended into that, and then it's consulting and stuff. And the reason we really do it is because we're just looking to give an alternative to people who are sick of the current healthcare system and people who are maybe expecting some help in being able to become educated and more progressive in how we do sports in this area.
Nice. Now, earlier before we came on the show, you had told me that you were a graduate of UW-Madison.
Yep.
You know, I'm out of Madison. The show is out of Madison.
Yep.
Coming to the Green Bay area, I've kind of noticed how physical therapy and fitness facilities seem to be more together up here. Is there a reason behind all of that?
Well, continuation of care, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I see a physical therapist and then I go and I train with my personal trainer after that, there's a huge disconnect. Our goal is to be able to really incorporate all that stuff together so it's very seamless, and the personal trainers know that, hey, this is what you need to avoid, this is what you need to work on. And for a lot of people, in theory, it works well. You may have a personal training place right next to a physical therapy place, but it doesn't mean that they're actually communicating. And with us, we're always communicating.
Right, and that's what you had told me before, like I said before we came on, that is your intended goal, to have one big facility, correct?
Yeah, I mean, someday. But really what we want to do is, whether you train at a local clinic or you train with your high school coach or wherever you go, we want to be able to give you the tools to be able to tolerate those workouts safely. And we want to make sure that we're communicating back and forth. We're not here to dictate where you go. We just want to make sure that you're safe while you're doing it and you have someone that you can trust to come to if you have any issues.
Okay, so based on that, with all the different other types around here, what makes Paramount Performance different than, say, any other facility?
Yeah, well, first of all, in like the current healthcare model, if you get hurt, you have to go see a doctor, and then they're going to order imaging, and then they're going to send you maybe to a specialist, and then maybe they'll send you to a therapist. And during that time, you've already wasted, time, because it takes time to get in and see those people. You're spending a lot of money on maybe unnecessary imaging. With us, we have direct access, so you don't need to see a doctor. You can call us on the phone 24/7 and just say, hey, I twisted my ankle, or hey, I woke up today, my neck hurts, what should I do? And we can triage it. We can say, go see your doctor right away, or I think you're fine, you just need to do these couple exercises, or why don't you get in and we'll assess it and we'll see if we need to go further with it. And then besides that, we want our patients to feel like we're a friend and someone that they can trust. We aim to give extremely high service to all of our customers and to provide a quality product that can't be touched by anyone else around here.
Is there a certain age range of clients that you have? Is it, do you work with, high school all the way up to adults?
Yeah, we do. We start with young kids, and with those, sometimes they're injured and we're addressing that stuff. Sometimes we're just teaching them how to lunge and how to squat and how to do things correctly. We live in a world where boot camps are big and people like to do all this high quantity stuff, and quality is not focused on. And as therapists, we hammer home that we want everything done perfect. So we work with young kids, we work with older adults. Kind of our main range seems to be youth and kind of amateur and professional athletes, and then just active individuals who really put their health at a premium.
Right. So we've heard about your facility. Now we need to hear about you. Okay, what's your background in this? Let us know what kind of background and experience you have.
Yeah, so I went to Madison. Just got my doctorate there. I played baseball in college, multi-sport athlete all through high school, and after college, spent some time at Exos, which is, I would argue, probably the best training facility in the world. And working with those trainers and the athletes and the coaches and the therapists has really changed and driven my methodology for how I train and how I treat. So I'm trying to take all that and bring it to this area where we're a little bit behind in how we deal with injuries in the athletes, and kind of bring it up from there. And now I just love being a part of sports from a different perspective. I used to be an athlete, now I'm coming in and trying to help those parents and coaches and kids experience the sport in a better way.
Absolutely. Is there a motto that you live by when it comes to your practice?
Oh boy. I heard a quote once that was, On the day of victory, no fatigue is felt, and I work my butt off. You know, I do that for my clients.
I like that. That's very good. I like
yeah,
that.
I do that for my clients. I expect them to do the same for me. We put in the time, we work extremely hard, and we expect to have good results, and we expect to have a good time along the way too.
So if somebody's out there watching right now, what is the way they can get in contact with you?
Probably the best way is just to go on our website. It's www.paramountperformancept.com. You can follow us on social media. We do lots of videos and educational material on there. And then you can always call or email us as well, and that's all on the website.
All right, you got a social media page?
We do. Yeah, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. You can find us everywhere.
Perfect. Make sure you guys check out Brian here with Paramount Performance right here in Green Bay. Stay tuned. We got more coming up right here on Workout Wisconsin, Green Bay.